So, I've got a slightly different video for you guys about XRP. I want to talk about interoperability, cross-chain, cross-border, global payments, and why XRP is poised to deliver on every single one of them. Forget price predictions in this video. This is key technical information that, well, absolutely solidifies why Ripple and therefore XRP is going to be a monster this bull run and beyond. So go ahead, hit up the like button to a brand new all-time high. Don't forget, check out some of those links in the description to support the channel. And with that being said, let's get into it. Now, the best way to think about XRP and more importantly, what the interoperability measure is all about is ultimately to look at XRP Ledger. Now, some of you that have been here for a while will know that, hey, Tuba, you've been talking about this for ages. The reality is this is now coming to the forefront of why XRP is such a big opportunity and more importantly, why institutions are deciding to buy big. Basically, what does it mean? Well, the native digital asset XRP is all about interacting with other blockchains, networks, and traditional finance systems. It becomes the token that basically they now transact between the different missions. It's achieved through collaborations with companies like Axela Foundation, creating cross-chain bridges, and more importantly, developing solutions to make sure that traditional finance can get involved in DeFi, whether that's through EVM sidechains or more. And XRP right now is delivering on all of them, but so many people don't realize it. And actually, there is such a big discussion going on that, well, everyone just talks about prices and talks about AI generated prices, but no one really knows what's happening. So let's take a look at some of the big key cross chains that have just been agreed. Well, Cardano and Ripple partnered back in 2025 and they built cross-chain infrastructure for institutional adoption and regulatory clarity. The fact that we have Charles Hodgkinson talking about Midnight sidechain Night, that token airdrop aiming to boost liquidity and privacy-focused transactions. This is another niche market that XRP is going to go into. Strategic alliancing, leveraging Ripple's remittance speed and Cardano smart contracts basically set up a monumental protocol to scale interoperability and institutional markets, giving confidence to those big companies to come and get involved. Now, with that, there was an expansion on XRP to interoperability with Wormhole. We broke it here on the channel, and then using that XRPL EVM sidechain basically to go into Ethereum and everything else. Once again, becoming a one-stop shop for everything you're going to need if you're a builder, investor, or just simply a business wanting to get involved. XRP and therefore Ripple has it all for you. This was a big deal. In fact, it probably didn't get the airtime it deserved because this was a multi-chain interoperability partnership allowing Wormhole to basically lead the interoperability protocols for XRP and XRPL. This is a big deal. Now, this wasn't all. This is probably the biggest one coming in September, which is basically the Swift integration. Again, we have to see how this plays out, but banks have reportedly tested XRP's compatibility with Swift systems. So much so, we actually have a comprehensive list of who is getting involved. So we have companies here as well as banks getting involved and everyone else. We'll touch on that in just a minute. But once again, this certainly sets up the scale for a big deal. We're not talking prices, but I guess you can understand exactly what's coming. And it doesn't stop there. We saw them network with Axela. Now, Axela on the Cosmos ecosystem is a big deal as well. This unlocked 60 blockchain ecosystems with around 124,000 XRP tokens bridged across from those blockchains. XRP now can be used directly on smart contracts and decentralized applications outside of the XRP ledger. It is crazy. And deployment on XRPL using the Ethereum Vera machine sidechain is also another big deal. Axela unlocks basically the entire Cosmos ecosystem, and that's a pretty big deal. Now, you might be thinking, well, this is all great, 2-bit. Let's stick to traditional markets. Let's stick to the big banks. What about NFTs? No one talks about NFTs when they talk about XRP. Cole AI now using XRP cryptocurrency to advance its NFT interoperability across chains. Everyone. I mean, literally everyone. NFTs, DeFi, traditional finance, markets, financial backing, as well as pensions, everyone else, they're all coming to XRP. Hopefully you guys can see that. And especially when we get Swift integration, well, it's about to get well, but don't take my word for it. You know, we'd come with cold hard facts here on the channel. Look at some of these that are using XRP. For example, companies using it: Amazon Web Services, American Express, Bitso, as well as Deloitte and MoneyTap and Santander. We broke those all on the channel before. It doesn't stop there though. Central banks will be the Saudi Central Bank. We broke that, how big that one is. Bank of Thailand, the Royal Monetary Authority of Bhutan. Obviously, they started mining Bitcoin recently as well. And then others, World Bank, RippleNet, and many, many more, including BNY Mellon, Hidden Road, Dubai Land Development, and look at this, expanding global banking networks with many banks all starting to use XRP, testing XRP, or simply looking at what XRPL is all about. So if we were to summarize exactly where we are, you have got a huge scale of operations that RLUSD, XRP, and then obviously held by Ripple are doing right now. They are in every blockchain. They're around every country in the world. And more importantly, they're in every bank, institution, and big corporate entity because they all know what's coming. It's swift, it's easy, and it's simply going to be XRP on everyone's mind. So right now, you are in the best place possible if you've been holding your XRP through all the challenges. Well, it might just be about coming to the forefront. You might just have a little bit longer. But if we allowed ourselves just a split second to talk prices, with all that being said, let me know in the comments what you predict XRP's price could be because, well, there isn't many other cryptocurrencies that could sit on that and tell everyone what they're doing. Right, with that being said, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget the like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And also come and join our totally free Discord down there in the description. Get involved if you want trade signals, meme coin calls, as well as altcoin news and everything else. Well, it's just down there. Come and join us. I'll see you very soon, guys. Take care.